Oh, we just walked into your house, Andrew, and you found that there's no power.
Well, yeah, in the midst of this nice, sunny, pleasant day.
Right. And in the middle of you getting ready to move to London.
Yes,
When is
yes.
that?
It's July 25th, coming right up, about 6 weeks.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes.
Yeah. Why are you moving to London?
My wife got a job there at the American School,
Yeah.
so it's a great job and place to work. And for me, I think it's going to be also a great place to work. I'm really excited to be in a bigger city and to be, near all the stuff happening in Europe. So I think it's going to be cool.
Do you know anybody? Do you know any musicians in London?
I don't know anybody there. I mean, I've been checking out the scene online, and there's a wealth of resources, London Jazz News and whatnot. And I have a number of friends throughout Europe that I met at Banff. A lot of Belgians and a guy from Ireland, and I have a good friend who's in Frankfurt. So I'll be seeing them, of course, more frequently, which will be awesome. And some friends. I mean, we have some friends, non-music friends, that live in London. So
You're so solid in the United States and actually in Canada too. Is it daunting?
yeah, it is. But I'm trying to think of it in. Well, I don't mean to say it like that. I'm actually really excited because I think it'd be a good time to move to a bigger place. Mm-hmm. And to maybe have the opportunity to start clean, and structure music and bands and my career in a way that maybe is more organized. Because when I came back from New Orleans, I was still in college, and I just kind of started to book some gigs and blah blah blah. It goes from there. Then I found myself with 20,000 bands, as we all know. So I might try to be a bit more organized from scratch, and I'm excited about that process too.
Yeah. I guess you have no idea how it might affect your music. That must be a really interesting process to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I think I was talking to Ben Dietschy from Toronto, from Tunnel 6, the sax player from Tunnel 6. And he said when he moved from Winnipeg to Toronto, he had been playing in a variety of different bands in different styles in Winnipeg. And moving to the larger city with more musicians caused him to refine what he was doing more carefully, so that he found himself a more specific niche. So I'm thinking, maybe that'll happen to me, or maybe I'll continue to play in a bunch of different styles. It just depends,
Yeah.
But certainly there'll be an effect, as you said. Yeah.
But you're continuing to release records at an amazing clip.
One a month with the label. Yeah, Dan and I have been running the label since January. PJCE Records.
Yeah.
And that's going to continue after I'm gone too. So we'll keep putting out one CD a month by local Portland area jazz artists, and also collaborations, with other people between Portland artists and well, for example, Dan and I put out that CD, Operation Northwoods, with some guys from New York, and Ryan Marr, the new guitar player in town, he's bringing in some guys from New York to record a live album at Ivory's in August, and that'll be out in October. So, I'm trying to encourage collaboration as well as document what's going on here.
It's great. So there's been a big hole since Dusty York closed up Dyadic.
Yeah, that was part of the inspiration. Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, good.
Because I remember back in the day when Dyadic was it was really creating a great vibe in the scene, and a lot of people were doing a lot of cool things. So it seemed like there was certainly a demand for that. And as we found, we easily booked out this year. In January, we had the whole year scheduled, and now we have most of next year's artists on deck. So
wow, great. So how many gigs do you have left in town?
3 or 4. I have a couple tango dances, and then I'm playing the 20th at the Mission Theater.
Yeah, talk about that gig. That's really
going to be the
interesting.
season finale of this year at PJCE. We have new pieces for the large ensemble by Ez Weiss, Tom Barber, and Neil Matson from Trio Flux. So they just put out a great album, as you know. And then the first half is going to be the sextet, the PJCE sextet, the core sextet, with Lee and Tom Barber and Bill and Ken and me and Dan. And we're going to play some pieces by me and Dan and a couple of Dave Douglas tunes, because Don wants that series to have a repertoire component. So we threw in a couple of those for Don. And then second set, like I said, 3 new pieces, and then a bunch of other pieces from this season by Galen Clark, by me. We have a piece by Sam Howard, a piece by Eric Allen, who's going to be in town from New York, and he's going to play cello with us. Wow. And we have also something from Charlie Gray.
What is your piece?
My piece is the piece we played at the last concert that I wrote in the fall, called The Hermit. It's kind of an epic, dark, modern groove tune, I guess you would say. I don't know.
What does that mean?
Well, it's dark.
It's
right?
dark, yeah. And it's groovy.
And so it has like a modern kind of odd meter groove for most of it.
Yeah.
And then it has like a bigger storytelling arc because it starts with this sort of brass chorale type thing, but kind of atonal, and then there's a percussion jamboree where people play different, and then we have like the large groove section at the end. And then there's kind of a dramatic finale. So it's kind of that's what I mean by epic. It's like it's a kind of long story kind of piece.
Yeah. Sounds great.
It's fun.
So is this a permanent move?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. It's not. I mean, I don't have immediate plans to move back here. It's not like going for 6 months and coming back or anything like that. We're just going to go there and see how it goes.
Right.
But certainly, I would say a minimum of 2-3 years. But I mean, that's about all I know right now. Then I have a huge stack of visa applications over there. It's been a huge pain in the ass. So I want to use it, get good use out of the visa. It takes so long and it's expensive to apply for.
Oh man. Well, best of luck, Andrew.
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
It's been great seeing your career develop. I remember we talked when you just hadn't been back from New Orleans that long,
a couple weeks or whatever.
And now here you are, the dean.
Well, maybe. I would say it hasn't entirely been reflected in gig attendance, but I do feel really. I feel like I've gotten a lot of people saying that they've appreciated what I've done, and that feels really good. And I hope that it's been beneficial, to the scene and to everybody. And I think we'll see what happens with the ensemble, but certainly we have created a structure that I hope we'll be able to carry it forward.
Well, best of luck and
Thanks.
bon voyage.
Thank you.